Hey YouTube, welcome back to Universe X, and we are on it again. I was gonna do this video a little bit earlier, but I decided that I wanted to wait for the full cycle of angels. Once we got the second cycle, it was kind of easy to see that, you know, there were 12 universes. We've gotten 7 so far. There were probably 5 left, and only one color combination being blue-green repeated twice. Or repeated itself any times. There are 2 iterations of only one of each other color combination. So I was like, okay, 5 more, fill out the cycle, 2 per color combination, should be the move. And now that they're here, I am ready to dive into Grand Priest. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. And you know what? I'm gonna say it right off the bat. Get this video to 40 likes. 40 likes, 40 likes, and I will dive into another video where I put together a deck and go into that, because this one's going to be a little bit of a doozy. I'm going to have to put some time into it because there's a lot of different layers on it, and we'll see. We'll definitely start once as the set kind of filters out. We'll definitely start getting some games on Untap with just cards from the new set or decks from the new set, so it'll be a good time. That being said, the normal plugs, I'm just going to rattle them off fast. You can go to the official Facebook group for this game where these spoilers come from. You can come into the discussion group where we talk about all said spoilers. You can go to Universe X, which I need to definitely post in. Yeah, it's like that. You can go to the Discord, Universe X, which, gets talked in more often. And then also, you got the bright, awesome shiny metal cards of TCGMetalZ. That's a close and personal friend. His craft is amazing and I endorse it. And you can also use the code UNIX to get 10% off your order. So that being said, let's go directly into the actual cards. Ya dig? Ya dig. All right, so we're gonna start off with this new leader from Realm of the Gods, Great Priest. It's actually really cool how we're finally getting this. Like, this is just cool. Like, this is a character, but we haven't really seen him strut his stuff in the show, and we don't get to here either. It's very thematic. He doesn't get his hands dirty. But you've got Great Priest, permanent. You can't include non-god battle cards in your deck, and negate the energy exhaust of god cards with in all areas. So that means the multicolored cards that have the god special trait, they're going to be able to come in untapped if you charge them, which will come into play obviously. Next, you got Activate Main, switch this card to rest mode, draw 1 card, and you've got Awaken. When there are 4 more colors in your energy, you may switch this card and up to 2 of your energy to active mode. Add cards from your life to your hand until you have 6 life left, then flip over this card. All right, we're gonna switch over to the backside, and then we're gonna talk about the leader for a little bit. Now you've got Great Priest, Commander of Angels, permanent. Negate the energy exhaust skill of god cards in all of your areas. That's cool. And then activate battle once per turn. Switch this card to rest mode. Draw 1 card, and then choose up to 1 multicolored god card in your hand and use it in a combo. Okay, so here's what I gotta say about this. 1, because you're able to awaken the moment you have 4 different colors in your energy, you are going to be able to awaken on turn 2 every game. I just don't see how you don't, unless your deck is built incredibly weird. But yeah, every game, the second you play your second energy, you should be able to flip over. Now the cool part about this though, is because he untaps himself, you're actually going to be able to get a double use of his effects. So turn 1, you charge energy, do whatever your turn 1 play is, okay? Turn 2, you're going to charge a second energy, activate his Activate Main to switch his card to rest mode and draw 1. But then you're going to be able to awaken, take your life down to 6, so you're probably going to be gaining 1 card off of this, and then after gaining that 1 card, you're going to be able to, untap 2 energy. So I guess you do want to play an angel real quick, and we'll get to that as well. And then you'll be able to awaken, untap 2 energy, and you'll be able to use his backside effect where, you can swing with the angel you played, and then tap him to combo with an angel from your hand. So you'll kind of see how these bodies stack up, because just in there, once you see the angels, or if you've already seen the angels, which are 2 costs, you could play a 2 cost angel, tap him to draw, tap the leader to draw, awaken, untap 2 energy, untap your leader, swing with said angel, and then you're going to be able to activate your leader, tap him, draw, combo with an angel, and then use your energy to use one of the effects on that angel that you comboed with. So I think that's actually really, 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 really neat. The next part about this, we're going to move on to the angels themselves, because, or actually, no, we're not. We're going to talk about the unison first. This unison is actually pretty bonkers in my opinion. You've got Great Priest, Invitation to Battle. Activate main 3. Your leader, if your leader card is a Zeno or a Great Priest, play this card from your hand with 3 markers on it. +1, activate battle, switch this card to rest mode. Switch up to 1 blue god card in your energy to active mode. Then choose up to 1 god card with a combo cost of 1 in your hand and use it in a combo. Now, it's -3. Is auto. When your opponent plays a battle card with an energy cost greater than their current energy, return that card to its owner's hand. The important specification on this to only combo with a god card that you know, I don't know, being a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, it feels so weird saying god card this many times, but combo with a god card that costs 1. There are some that cost 2, there are some that cost 1. So this is going to be actually a very important thing to kind of get down, you know. But yeah, this is going to be able to start cheating in a fair amount of things, and you'll see that on the angels. But between this and your leader card, as long as you use your leader card for the 2 costs, if you plan to, you'll be able to combo for free with 2 god cards per turn, and that's going to be huge when you see how the deck works. So let's actually start with the first angel. We got hawamo, Angel of Universe 1. Energy exhaust, auto, yellow. If your leader card is a Great Priest card, you have 1 or more multicolor energy. At the end of a battle, which this card is used in a combo from your hand, play this card from your drop area. Activate main, switch this card to rest mode, draw 1 card. Okay, so this is actually pretty cool. Every turn it's on the board, you're gonna be able to draw 1 more card. It's 16 and that's perilous, but it is pretty cool that this guy will be able to just give you Aegis. You'll always be able to untap, and oops, that's not this guy. He's not Aegis. Ignore me. We're getting ahead of ourselves. But he's gonna be able to just give you 1 draw per turn in exchange for not swinging. This is pretty cool. This is one of those cards where they're gonna want to get rid of it, but most of the time in early game you'll have to swing with a 15k and then the combo on top of it. Later in the game things can maybe change, but this is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, I like this. We're gonna move over to the next angel. We're gonna go these pretty fast. There's 12. We got Sour, Angel of Universe 2. Energy exhaust, successor for 1 green. If you have 1 or more multicolor energy, when this card is played from your hand at the end or at the end of a battle where it was used in a combo from your hand, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 4 or less in rest mode and KO it. So that's actually pretty cool. Something that's actually pretty wild about this is that you will be able to, you know, just blow up things that have already swung. You'll be able to combo with this card for 10k for free with your leader, and then he comes into play and then just blow up. Oh, I don't think he comes into play. Yeah, he just blows up something when that happens. There's a lot of different applications for this card, and I like it. I think it's one of the weaker ones of the bunch, but I still like it. Next, we've got Campari, Angel of Universe 3. He's a vanilla. It's not even a vanilla because he's got energy exhaust. He can't even use himself with vanilla cards because he has energy exhaust. My cat! I'm recording. 1 second, big bro. So, next we've got Cognac. If you haven't noticed, these are all some sort of alcohol. This is like cognac. Angel of Universe 4. Energy exhaust, offering. Auto red. If you have 1 or more multicolor energy at the end of a battle, which this card was using a combo from your hand, play this card from your drop area. I love this because early game, you may not want to get crit. You'll just let your opponent draw, but late game, you'll definitely just let your opponent draw. So that's actually really wonderful. I think this card is actually one of the better cards in the deck for, you know, edging harassment. You got Cuckatail. It's supposed to be cocktail, but I'm not even going to mention the fact of how weird this name sounds. Cuckatail, Angel of Universe 5. Energy exhaust and blocker. When you have 1 or more multicolor energy, when this card is played, your opponent may place 1 card from their life to their drop area. If they don't, you draw 1 card and your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and discards it. Pretty interesting effect. Gonna have to see if I can work this one in. Vados, Angel of Universe 6. Now, these are going to be some of the best ones in the deck, I assure you. You've got energy exhaust, counterplay. When you have 1 or more multicolor energy, play this card. If the battle card being played has 15k power or less, it's placed at the bottom of its owner's deck instead of being played. Auto, when this card in your hand is played or used in a combo, switch up to 1 of your energy to active mode. Great, because you'll be able to cheat this in with Grand Priest and draw 1, or untap 1, or you can counterplay and untap 1, making it effectively a 1 cost as long as you have the 2 energy open. Next, you've got Whis, Angel of Universe 7. Energy exhaust, blocker, counterattack, negate the attack and play this card. Permanent, if there are 4 or more colors in your energy, you can activate this card's counter skill from your hand by adding a card from your life to your hand instead of paying its cost. That's actually very important. Auto, when this card is using a combo from your hand, switch it to one of your energy active mode. This is the one reason why you probably will not use him as a counterattack, because between him and Vados, those are 8 cards. 8 cards. 8 cards that are going to actually be able to untap your energy, giving you energy manipulation. Love it, love it, love it. Next, we got Corn, Angel Universe 8. Energy Exhaust, activate main, red-green. If your leader card is a Zeno or Great Priest and you switch this card to rest mode, your opponent chooses one card in their hand and discards it. Additionally, if your opponent has 3 or more life, deal 1 damage to them. That's also pretty fuego. You're going to be able to whittle them down to 4, which is very, very important for what comes later. Next, you got Mojito, Angel of Universe 9, and it's another vanilla, not vanilla, so we're going over it. But it is also a 25k beater, so that is that. You've got Kusu, Angel of Universe 10. We saw this all in Worlds as a spoiler. Energy Exhaust, counterplay, play this card. If you have one or more multicolor energy, when this card in your hand is played or used in a combo, your opponent chooses one card in their hand and places it at the bottom of their deck. So a little bit of hand instruction. Auto, when this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 6 or less and place it at the bottom of their owner's deck. Cool. Next, we've got Margarita, Angel of Universe 11, Energy Exhaust, Barrier, and Blocker. This is actually one of the cooler ones because it has Barrier. If you have one or more multicolor energy, when this card in your hand is played or used in a combo, your opponent chooses one card in their hand and discards it. Auto, limit 1, when your opponent plays a battle card using a skill or activates a counter skill, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and switch it to rest mode. So you're going to be able to literally kind of poutine your opponent, and that's actually really, really, really cool. Not to mention, this thing doesn't have unique, so if you start stacking them on board, it's going to be very hard for your opponent to actually do anything. Next, you got Martine, Angel of Universe 12. This one's actually really special. Energy Exhaust, Aegis Blue Yellow. That's right, Aegis Blue Yellow. Auto, yellow, if you have one or more multicolor energy at the end of a battle, which this card is used in a combo from your hand, play this card from your drop area. Cool. So you'll be able to play this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful angel, and she has Aegis, allowing you to even have more untapped capability. So there's a lot of oomph in this deck, and I think there's a little bit of room to explore, but we're going to get into that a little later. Next, we've got Erase a Universe. This card is essentially the win con in 2 different ways. So activate main, well, first it's a 0 cost, but activate main, you've got red, blue, green, yellow, colorless for 5. If your leader card is a Great Priest card, deal 1 damage to your opponent for every 2 colors on a god card in your battle area. 2 damage max, unfortunately, otherwise you'd be able to kill people probably on turn 5 if they don't mitigate your board. Then, additionally, if you have 12 or more multicolor god cards in play, you win the game. I don't see how this one realistically works, but you can burn your opponent for 2, I'm assuming, fairly easily. You've got this next one. Activate battle, choose up to 1 god card and it gains plus 6,000 battle or power for the battle. You have a 0 cost so that you can activate this as a combo, go up by 6k, and they have to combo harder. If they only apply 5k to their leader or 15k, you can use this as a 0 cost and, you know, just kind of get over the fact that you don't combo as well with this deck because they all cost. So once you use your leader and your units in effect, that's pretty much up, folks. So yeah, the next card we're going to go over to is Spectate, and I really do like this card too. Counterattack, switch up to 1 red Grand Priest card in your leader area to active mode. Permanent, if there are 4 or more colors amongst your energy and battle area, you can activate this card's counter skill from your hand without paying its energy cost, meaning that you'll be able to tap your leader on your turn, and then when they swing, you'll be able to untap your leader with this and then retap him using the effect again on your opponent's turn to really force those just angels effects through, and I like that a lot. So we're going to get to the last segment of this video, which are cards outside of this archetype that I think are pretty interesting to think about when you get into this deck. So there were a fair amount of cards that I initially looked at the first day this kind of got released, and then I kind of narrowed it down because this deck, I feel like it's going to be weird to navigate defensively. It definitely is a stally deck. It's definitely a passive deck. And to navigate offensively, you're going to have to start expending your energy in ways that you normally kind of wouldn't want to in a passive deck. So while a lot of multicolored cards exist, I really do think that some of the better ones are going to be some of the ones that allow you to be defensive or kind of pivot. And so when we look outside of this archetype, you get a lot of cards because of Beerus, oh my gosh, that's, I don't know why I said it like that. Because of Beerus and Whis, you're going to see a lot of God multicolor cards in red yellow, but because of Zamasu and Goku black, you're going to see a lot of them in blue yellow. And I think the blue yellow ones are kind of the better ones here to use, because now we're going to be able to see things like Zamasu the Eliminator, a still great combo card in its own right. It costs 2, but it's going to counter something, and then it's going to tap something. In this color, in this kind of deck, a card like that is invaluable. And I was also thinking about Goku Black, SSB or SS Rose Goku Black Epochal Schemer. That card is going to give you a double strike threat. It's going to allow you to untap more energy, but it's also going to allow you to put blockers on board to even better protect your life. Now, this is going to give you just a few more options in the arena. There's a lot of other good multicolored cards, but I'm not quite sure if they fit the same way, because this deck doesn't necessarily need to go on the offensive. It has a lot of burn through effect, and it has a lot of cards that are going to kind of force things to happen, especially after turn 5. So I think that you're going to be best using defensive cards in this deck. Now, that being said, this deck has a very much so removal weakness. Mass Sand, like Secret Enemy Mass Sand, gets up in this deck's cheeks, like absolutely. Board wipes, yes, so like Trunks Unison in yellow is going to be huge. Supreme Kai hitting this deck is going to hurt something ferocious. There's going to be a lot of strong plays. The Vegeta SCR now is going to hurt, and it comes out a turn before this deck wants to do what it's going to do. So you've got a lot of cards that are going to kind of be counterintuitive to how this deck works, but I just kind of wanted to go into these things. Again, on a list of priorities, I think Whis and Vados are some of the most important ones here, because they allow you to manipulate your energy, followed by Macarena, because or Margarita is the only one with barrier, and so it's going to be a foothold. You keep Margarita on the board, stack her on the board, it's going to be harder for your opponent to swing, and on top of it being harder for them to swing, she's also going to make it super interesting for a lot of things to happen. I am very excited to try to put this together, and like I said, guys, get this video to 40 likes, and we will actually dive straight into a Grand Priest deck, and I will actually put some time into really trying to break it down. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you like the content, think about hitting that subscribe button. Try to keep this a little shorter than normal, and let me know what you think in the comments. Please make it an open forum. We're on the road to 2K. We're almost to 1500. I'm so proud of how the channel's been going and all the support I've gotten from you guys, and we're gonna keep it going. So thanks, and I'll see you next time inside Join Universe X. Later.